This is the Kitchen Sink WP Podcast, episode 511.
I program my own computer.
We have a server crash. 404 error. Page not found. Links aren't working. System is crashing. System is crashing. System is crashing.
Your old HTML website. Barely alive. We have the technology. We have WordPress. A new website. Better than it was before. Better. Stronger. Faster. Why, hello everybody, this is Adam Silver, the host of the Kitchen Sink WP podcast. Thanks for being here. Let's get started. All right, upcoming events, no WordCamps, but the day that this episode drops on December 11th, 2023, there will be the State of the Word by Matt Mullenweg. It's going to be held in, where is it? It's in Madrid, that's right. So it's in Madrid, Spain. It's at the Palacio Neptuno, and I'm not going to be there. I meant to try to get tickets and I totally forgot. I did mention it a couple months ago or a month ago when they mentioned it. Anyway, so it's happening the day this comes out. It starts at 1500 UTC, which is 10 a.m. my time. I'm on the East Coast of the United States of America. And so, yeah, I'm going to probably watch that. There'll be a link in the show notes if you can't find it. It's actually also on the WordPress YouTube channel. That's how you can watch it on the live stream as well. So check that out. Okay, what else? Moving on, segment one in the news. Yes, a couple of things here. PatchStack is now a member of the Open Source Security Foundation. Pretty cool for that. Congratulations to PatchStack. I'm a fan of theirs as well, of Sid. Pretty cool team over there. And also in the news, my buddy Marcus Burnett, who created the WP.world, has shared that the growth of the site has slowed a little bit. And so he's asking people, and I went ahead and said, yes, I would do it, to share the information so you can get yourself listed on the WP.world. Go ahead, just go to the WP.world/invite, and you can add your information there as well. Pretty cool. So just kind of let's keep the site growing and going. So there's that for you. And lastly, in the news is there was a critical vulnerability in Elementor, which affected 5+ million websites. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, PatchStack also did a post on that. I'll link to that in the show notes as well. So if you use Elementor as a theme, you're going to definitely want to make sure you update that theme and anything that goes along with it. So that is it in the news. Moving on to segment two, the meat potatoes of this week's episode, preparation for business for 2024. It's crazy as this episode drops, as I just said, on the 11th of December. We are 3 weeks away from a new year, which I know it's wacky. And I don't know. I know for myself, I need a break. It would be nice, but the days continue to peel off the calendar. So with that, I'm going to share 6 items that we as business owners could do in order to prep for 2024. Not should, but could, because nobody wants to be should on. Thank you. Be here all week. All right, moving on. Number one, actually here, the first thing is out of these 6, in no specific order really, just these are all things we could be doing. And number one is strategic planning, financial health check. Yeah, I'm big on this as far as the numbers go, but you're going to want to do conduct a thorough review of your business performance for the past year. Review your financial statements, assess the overall financial health of your business. It's not going to be pretty potentially. I mean, I hope it is, but it may not be. But it's important to know the truth. And then from that, you can set clear and achievable goals for 2024. You can develop a strategic plan outlining some new initiatives and milestones, and maybe remove some things that just aren't in the that they're just not going to happen. It's okay to remove things. Identify ways to cost save in order to also maybe have increased efficiency, and develop a budget with financial targets for 2024. So that's number one: strategic planning, financial health. Okay. Number two, technology optimization. Now, it can be overwhelming to see what are you using, what are you doing here, but you want to assess your current tech infrastructure and tools. In our case, as an agency, it's slightly different than other companies, I'm sure, other types of companies, but identify areas to improve updates in software, hardware, your online presence, servers, etc. Invest in those technologies that can help streamline operations and enhance the customer experience. Now, I'm always looking for ways to save money and to cut costs. I look at my renewals for domains, as I've mentioned before. If I don't use a domain within a year, I 98% of the time let it go. I smile as I say that because one just came up again, and I'm like, I'm going to keep it one more year. So I broke my own little rule, but I'll tell you what, if I don't use it by this time next year, call me out and I will donate the feed renewal, or maybe more. I'll donate like $50. If I don't use it, ask me about it, and I'll donate $50 to someone who calls me out on it, if you remember, to the nonprofit of your choice. Okay, so that's number 2, tech optimization. Number 3, marketing and branding strategy. This is a big one. It's time to also evaluate your effectiveness of your current marketing strategies. Are they working? Do they need to be revamped? Do you want to plan maybe new and innovate some ways to reach your new target audience? Do you have a target audience? Do you know who they are, where they are? Maybe it's time to pivot to serve a different audience, okay? Maybe it's time also to consider refreshing your brand or messaging, update your pricing, update your website. How long has it been since your website, your personal website, your business website, not your personal, but your business website? We always tell clients 14 to 18 months, it's time to do things different. When was the last time we took care of our own websites? Something to consider. I know mine is getting pretty close to maybe needing a refresh for 2024, very possible. Okay. Number 4, now this is if you have employees, W-2 or 1099, I suppose, but you want to assess the skill set of your current team and identify areas for training or development. This is important because sometimes it's not, I don't know, it's hard to say sometimes. Maybe you have the wrong person in the wrong role. You have the right person, but they're doing the wrong thing that could really help them grow in your business, okay? So you want to foster a positive workplace, the culture to improve employee satisfaction and retention. If you're going through a lot of employees all of a sudden, people are staying for only 2, 3, 4, 6 months, there's a reason behind that. Why is that? So you want to develop a plan to recognize and reward employee contributions. So at a bare minimum, say thanks. I know that's always nice. All right, number 5, customer side of things. Customer experience in ways to enhance it. You want to gather feedback. Again, it may not be pretty, but you want to gather feedback from customers and use it to improve your products or services. I know I do this a lot where I ask certain clients, clients in general, how things went. Because you want to make sure that they're happy about it and that you get good referrals and word of mouth. That's the best marketing, right? Goes back up to number 3. So, customer referrals is always the way to go. Maybe you want to implement a loyalty program or other initiatives to retain existing customers. So maybe an affiliate program might be, but that's definitely something to think into and take consideration of. Okay. And number 6, my least favorite thing, and it bugs me and it keeps me up at night sometimes, risk management and contingency planning. Now, this is a scary one from my perspective in the sense just bigger picture stuff. But from the business perspective, you want to identify potential risks to the business and develop a contingency plan. Meaning lawsuits, having terms and conditions in place, those kind of things. Make sure your business is prepared to adapt to unforeseen challenges. Maybe you live in a place where power or weather are an issue, or your servers are based. Maybe having backups of your files and structure like that. And you also might need insurance coverage. So maybe update that as well for liability, errors and omissions, that type of thing. What I meant to say there about what keeps me up at night is what if you get hit by a bus? What's going to happen to the business? Where are things documented? And I have ideas on that, and I'm working on that. So please keep in mind that the key to all these is to approach the tasks with forward-thinking mindset. Now, you want to consider the evolving business, the landscape, what's coming up in 2024. Depends where you live, what country, what state of business you're in as far as with the state itself, but also the state of business in your state, as well as politically speaking, all those things. And it's hard to know, but you want to try to anticipate challenges and opportunities. So you need to regularly visit all these and adjust the plans and pivot as needed throughout the year. I know I do this, I try. And there are definitely ups and downs, the ebbs and flows of all of this. So again, just kind of going through them. Number 1, strategic planning, financial health check. Number 2, technology optimization. 3, marketing and branding strategy. 4, employee development and engagement, if you have employees that way. Number 5, customer experience enhancement. You want to ask your customers what's going on, what's good, what's bad, what's ugly. And number 6, risk management and contingency planning. So there you go. Those are the 6 that I think we could do moving into 2024. We're 21 days out as of this episode. So there you go. Moving on, segment 3, tip and tool of the week. This week's tip, actually, it's a website. It's something I haven't really mentioned in a long time, if at all. And because the holidays are still around the corner, the WP Swag Store. It's over at mercantile.wordpress.org. If you have someone in your life who's a big-time WordPress aficionado, head over there. You can buy some swag with the WordPress logo on it, especially because WordCamps haven't been so plentiful, I suppose, in the last year, in the States at least. So check it out, mercantile.wordpress.org. I get no commission, nothing connected there. Just thought it'd be kind of fun to share that one this week. So there you go. If you have a question, I'm going to wrap it up here. If you have any questions, go ahead, send it in via email, adam@kitchensinkwp.com, or use that speak pipe function of the website. If you want to support the show, become a Patreon. I would love that. KitchensinkWP.com/Patreon. If you want to sponsor the show, there's a form on the website. Fill it out. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And that's it. Thanks for listening. See you next week. Now go out and do some awesome things with WordPress. All right? Bye-bye.